Look at her. Troy.
Yeah, I love him, actually. Give me people I hate. What the fuck? I love all these people.
Well, feel free to suggest to anyone that you really want to read.
No, I actually don't hate anybody.
Well, there we go. I mean, we're just interested in, these are people, your peers. It's interested to know what your point of view on their journey has been, because y'all have kind of all come up at the same time.
Yeah, I had a show with O2L in Hawaii, and we were there for a week. And he was there, and Tyler Oakley was there, and we just all hung out. I mean, it was just, I bonded with them, I guess, because like we all subconsciously knew that we were all gay.
Right, it's so funny that this whole generation of you guys, these sort of feminine young men who were famous before but everyone else could sort of see it. But you guys were together being like, hey, should we go check out girls together? Yeah, Queen, let's do it. Let's go like, check out some ladies.
You got concealer on you? Yeah.
Do you have any concealer? I want the girls to check out my bags.
Yeah, for sure. No, but he's such a sweetheart, and he's been supporting me since like the beginning, and the Apple Store dances just as well. And,
oh,
like,
that's sweet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super happy for his success.
What's something we wouldn't know about him? Because I really only seen his music. What's his personality like to hang out with?
I mean, he's actually like hilarious. Like,
oh yeah?
Yeah, he's funny. He went to my birthday dinner with Connor, I think 2 years ago. It was just so good to have him, and that was the same day my coming out video came out.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's like, ooh, that guy in the video, he's so hot. I was like, yeah, so he's a sweetheart.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Look at all.
Who's that? Oh.
Britney. Well, now
everybody got out of rehab and went straight to X Factor.
They did. X Factor was that, they needed a couple mil to like pad the nest. Yeah, X Factor. Now you were in a very interesting time with the Britney, because she was still kind of lobotomized or on heavy doses of painkillers or whatever she was on.
She would take breaks like every 10 minutes during boot camp. She'd have to go back. I don't know what she was doing whenever she would go back. She'd have to pee. I don't know if she smoked a cigarette. I don't know if she was crying. I don't know if she live your life, but...
Because it was definitely she seemed out of it on the show. Even you performing for her were like, what's going on?
She had like things, she had a paper in front of her of like things to say after people would perform. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
Now that is delicious.
So basically, she'd be like... I really liked the way your tone was at about 1 minute in. It was everything, though.
That's that. I mean, look, that's kind of the most glamorous thing ever.
No,
Britney, like, I can't make it up because I was not paying attention, so I'm going to read it off my paper. Trevor, I loved how sexy you were when you knew it.
When you knew it! Something like your confidence. Yeah.
And did you guys ever get any one-on-one with Britney, or that was even less than Simon Cowell? She probably helicoptered in, parachuted to the seat, they threw her a ladder, jetpacked out. Yeah, exactly.
The ceiling definitely like went jetpacked out. Back at home with the kids, breastfeeding.
Yeah, exactly, teleportation machine.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, no, I never really got one-on-one with her.
Are you a Britney fan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a Britney fan.
Of course.
I loved Glory.
Oh, did you?
Dude, that's like my favorite album.
Underrated.
So I don't understand why it wasn't one of the biggest albums. I mean, I'm like a lot of like different people have different opinions, but I think, she chose amazing producers, and I thought the writers were great, and I just thought it was a great pop album. I think, have you heard the album?
Yeah, I liked it.
I think the next single should be, if she's making a next single, it needs to be Love Me Down.
There's no next single. Bad news. There's
no next single.
It's been a year already. She's definitely throwing that album out to the track.
It's been a year?
Yeah. Since Make Me The real problem with that album was they threw away that crazy David LaChapelle video where she was humping the floor. And they put back that weird robot, like, I'm gonna watch guys dance and I'm gonna look at the funny ones and the sexy ones and me and my girlfriend. Like, nobody wanted to see that.
The old one, I mean, when she was humping the shit, like...
that's the Britney we want back. We don't want nice Britney. We want, like...
What was the reasoning? She's like, she didn't want her kids to see it or something?
I think they were like, bitch, this video is insane. And she was like, whatever. She was like,
Whatever.
by the way, I don't care. I hate my fans. Love you. Bye. Okay. Look at her.
Oh, I love him. We went on an Australian tour together, and he's
on Grindr the whole time.
Yes, absolutely. No. I think he actually was, which is funny. No.
I mean, who would? I mean, you're Australian too, or why not?
I know the Australian boys are everything. Though, too. Yeah.
I bet they might like a feminine little Sheila boy like you in Australia, darling.
Yeah, no, I don't think I was like doing like glam at that time. If I was, I mean, they would have ate me up. Mm-hmm. But no, he's great, and he's also been one of those people. He back then when the Apple Store dances were just popping up, he was a huge person on Tumblr, and he like was hopping on it, and he was been supporting me since I was 12. He's like,
wow.
I look up, so I don't know how all these people are like.
It's so strange that you have these relationships when you're so young.
I know.
From these people who are all now still super popular and doing all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Look at her. Your number one man, Shane D.
Yes. So Shane is probably like I can't even begin to describe, like that was the reason I started YouTube. That was the reason like I do what I do today, and I tell him this, and like he thinks I bullshits him, but like he does, like I need like him to understand fully like the reason, like the person I am today is because of him. And his videos were just like, I would go home from school and just wait for a new Shane Dawson video, like wait for Shanae to be like killing it, and like, you know, Aunt Hilda and all these characters. And
right.
It was just, it was so good and inspired me so much. And like, I feel like a lot of my personality and the way I grew up is kind of shaped around him.
Wow. And now what was the first time you met him like?
Oh my God. Like when he found out who I was, it was like, it was amazing. So, I mean, he found out who I was because he was watching X Factor.
Right.
And he tweets, he's like, who is this kid? Yes! Like typing live for him. And then he saw that I followed him, and like he said my whole family was cheering for you, and he followed me, DM'd me, he's like, you're so talented. And like, I kind of just like, that, you know, that black hole for a few years where I was just like kind of, you know, down. And then after the whole O2L thing, we kind of like, he had me on his podcast with all the boys, and like he's like, I like you. And I was like, oh, thank you, I love you. You're like, I love you so much. I know. He's like, okay, like I have my biggest inspiration for pop music, Lady Gaga, and my biggest inspiration for YouTube, Shane Dawson.
That's sweet.
Yeah. But he's like, I'm super close with him now too, which is like
You get to be besties with your number one fave?
I know, isn't that insane?
That's pretty great.
He gives me advice on like YouTube and personal stuff. Like he's like my other dad.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. The sidekick twins, do you know who they are?
No.
They're these girls on YouTube, and they're twins and they're sidekicks. They said in the past life, Shane was my grandpa.
Wow.
Yeah,
you heard it here first, except for the Psychic Twins YouTube. Look at
Yes. Oh, Leah.
Oh, yes, honey.
I love her. She's my best friend, also with Ricky. So it's her and Leah. The one thing I could say about her is that she's not afraid to party.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's wild. I love her. Everybody has that friend in the group that's just like always down.
Ready to go.
Ready to go. It's like Sunday at 3 a.m. Somebody say champagne. Like what? Yeah, no.
You're like, we're all adults with millions of subscribers. We can do whatever we want, honey.
We don't have work tomorrow. No. Yeah, she's wild, and she's not afraid to say whatever the fuck she wants. And when she wants something, she goes out and gets it, which is good.
Oh.
And sometimes, you know, can bite her in the ass. I don't know.
Sometimes it bites her in the ass, like what? Like in a club when she goes with some man, it's like, come here.
No, it's just like she knows what she wants.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't know why I said bites her in the ass, but like she knows what she wants, and she inspires me in that way.
I like that. All right, look at her. L.A. Reid. Though you said there wasn't much to say about him, but what have you talked to him since?
No, I'll probably see him.
Maybe you should get him when you go your rounds for label meetings. Yeah,
shopping for labels. He'd be like, I don't remember you.
Like Lady Red. I would look at this picture and I said, RuPaul Charles.
Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Yeah, I don't really have much to say. I mean, he was really nice to me on the show.
Sure. I mean, maybe he'll remember you and sign you to one of his gigantic labels. That'd be pretty good.
What?
Look at him. Oh, well, the guys who started it all for you, honey.
Okay, so it's fucking funny, actually. So, I sang their song. They never... I mean, it was one of the biggest segments of that whole season.
Yeah.
There was maybe I think 20 million views on YouTube. It was something insane like that.
And they probably got a fat check for that, too.
Yeah, so they never reached out to me or tweeted about me or I was expecting something.
Right, or a good winky face emoji or anything.
What? Send me a fucking, follow at least. So, last year, I'm in some club, and I'm like, shit. I talked to my friends, I was like, is that the guy from LMFAO? And she's like, yeah. It was Red Foo or something.
Right.
Yeah. So I go up to him, he's holding a $6 million bottle of champagne. and I tap on him, I'm like, hi. And he's like, hello. And I'm like, did you ever watch the show X Factor? He's like, no, I don't really care about that. And I was like, well, I just want to let you know that I sang your song and it was really big and, you guys are awesome. I love your music. And he's like, well, I never saw it. And it was just
my...
Yeah, I was just trying to start a conversation. I was like, yeah, I performed your song on national television.
You're like, you owe me about $12,000, okay? Because I'm sure you made a whole bunch of royalties off that.
I mean, he might have been really drunk, but I mean, I just...
Or maybe he was just a rich asshole in the club. That's probably more likely.
There's a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
There is. And it's just, so yeah, that's the first...
What a downer. I'd much rather your Shane Dawson experience where you guys become best friends.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Happily ever after.
Wow, wonderful, honey. Yes. Well, thank you so much, Trevor, honey. We've had fun with you. I look forward to seeing what you bring in the future, honey.
Thank you.
I know you got a lot of stuff and you're inspiring a lot of kids, so good on you, kid.
Oh.
Cheers. Thank you, Lady Red, my beautiful angel. Look at her face. Ooh, shady bitch. And Miss Erica Toravians, I loved having you back as band leader. Thank you, everyone, and thank all of you for watching. We'll see you next time on Hey Qween, and look at her. Hit it!